Let's take a look at some ACT math problems. First, keep in mind that the ACT math problems tend to become more difficult as you progress through the 60 questions. This will, of course, depend upon the abilities of the student, what types of math the student is most comfortable with, but that in general is the case. Student, if they want a very good score on the ACT math, should be able to um, conquer the first 30 questions, getting no more than one or two incorrect. That would set them up for a pretty good run at the next 30. Also, you need to know certain basic math, certain terms. As in this case, question 29, you need to know what a reciprocal is. If you know these basics, these questions, all 60 questions, tend to be fairly easy. A reciprocal of a number, say the number 5, is 1 over 5. Because when I multiply these numbers together, I get a 1. So actually, this would be called a multiplicative inverse, would be another term for reciprocal. Now, we read the problem. We need a number, a positive number. We do not know what that number is, so we're going to call it x. And we divide it by its reciprocal, which would be 1 over x, and we get a result. The result means we use the equal sign. And I made a mistake already, which we do not want to do. And the result is 4 over 25. And I can, of course, write x as x over 1. Now, to turn this into a multiplication problem instead of division, I use what the mnemonic keep, change, flip. I change it to I keep my first term the same, I change it to a multiplication problem, and I multiply by flipping the numerator and denominator of my second term. X times x is x squared. And this is approximately the workspace if somebody did not use extra paper that you would have on the test. How do we get rid of this exponent of 2? Well, the inverse of that is to take the square root. And the square root of x squared is simply x. I can also separate the square root of a fraction into taking the square root of the numerator, dividing by the square root of the denominator. And the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 25 is 5. And there is my answer.